Congratulations on making it to the final video in section 2 of the complete Android Nugget Developer course. You've learned a huge amount already. You've learned how Android Studio works with our main activity and activity main working together to create our apps. We've added images, text views, buttons, and text fields to our apps, and we've written some reasonably complicated code to do things like updating images and displaying information to the user when a button is clicked. Now it's time to put all of that knowledge together and build our final app of this section, a currency converter. And this is what it looks like. So it's pretty simple. We've got a nice image at the bottom there, and then the user can put in an amount, in my case in dollars, and click convert, and it displays the amount in pounds as a toast. You can use any two currencies you like. Doesn't need to be dollars and pounds. There is going to be one complication that you'll come across. Obviously, to convert from dollars to pounds, you'll need to multiply by a certain number, whatever the conversion factor is. But you'll find that you can't multiply a string by a number. So you'll need to take this, whatever the user has inputted, and convert it to what's known as a double, which is essentially a decimal number. So I'm going to leave that to you to see if you can figure out. A quick bit of Googling should get you the answer. If not, of course, just watch the video and I'll take you through how it's done. We'll be looking at variable types in a lot more detail in the next section, but do see if you can work out how to do a simple conversion here by yourself. So that's it. Best of luck. Hope it goes well. All right, I hope that went well and you managed to do at least most of it yourself. I'm going to start, of course, by creating a new Android Studio project. I'll call it Currency Converter, and we'll use all the usual settings. While that's being generated, I'll jump over to my browser and go back to Google Images to find a nice image to go with my app. So I'll search for currency, and I like the look of that first one. So once again, if you're just trying apps out for yourself, perfectly fine to use these images, but if you're going to be releasing an app, you need to make sure that you have the rights to the image. I'll control click and save image as, and save it right there on the desktop. It's 2000 by 1000, which is a little larger than I need. So I'm just going to adjust the size. I'll go for 1000 by 500. Generally, you should be aware of the resolution of the devices that you're supporting and then choose a suitable image resolution so that it will look good but not take up too much memory. Okay, here we go. Here we are. So let's add our image into our drawable folder. So Command C or Control C on Windows, and then over to drawable, and Command V or Control V on Windows. There we go. Right, I'm going to set up the layout first off. So I'll start by getting rid of that label that I don't need, and then bringing in an image view. Then we'll set the src, or the source for the image view, to be our currency.jpg, which will be down in the drawables list. Oh, I think I missed it. There it is. That's great. And I'll actually leave it as that layout, and I'll take a text field And this can be a number, which we haven't used before. But we do need a number for our amount. So I'll use the hint enter amount in dollars to tell the user what to do. And then I'll call this dollar amount edit text. Excellent. And then the only other element we need is a button. So I'll drag this to the center and then just underneath the edit text, and I'll change that to convert. And then we'll find the on click. There it is. And I'll just call it convert. Great. I'll just set that to run in the background. And then while it's running, we'll go over and write our code in mainActivity.java. Okay, so again, this should be second nature to you by now. We're creating a public method which doesn't return anything. It's called convert. And we'll create a view called view to represent the button that will call the convert method. Great. So as before, I'll just do a quick test to make sure everything's connected up right. I'll start by getting the amount edit text. I think I called it dollar amount edit text, and then we use find view by ID resources dot ID dot dollar amount edit text, and we'll convert that to an edit text. And then for now, I'll just log amount and then dollar amount edit text dot get text dot to string. Okay, let's see. It looks like we did get the app running, so we'll just wait for that to run with the new code, and we should find that whatever we enter in the text field will be saved in the logs. So you can see we've got our number keyboard, which is great. Let's have a quick look, and 239 is right there in the logs. Brilliant. So we've got our amount. As I mentioned, we're going to need to convert our string here to a double, so a number type essentially. So let's see if we can figure out how to do that. So Android, let's go for convert string to double. Here we go, converting string to double in Android. Stack Overflow once again. Let's have a look. We don't need to read the whole question. Okay, this seems to do the trick. Pass double. Okay, so that looks like that's the command that we need. Let's jump back over to Android Studio and see if we can figure out how to do it. So we're going to need to create a variable type of double, and hopefully we've got the idea now that to create a double, we use double with a capital D. So this is going to be the dollar amount as a double, and we're going to get this using the pass double method. So if we use double dot pass double, and then we're going to put a string into that, and the string is going to be $amount edit text dot get text dot to string. Then we're going to convert that to pounds. So I'll just call this pound amount. Let's check out what the conversion is. So at the time of recording, it is 0.75. So we're going to take our $amount double and multiply that by 0.75. Okay, and then we want to display that. So let's display it as a toast. So we'll create a new toast. And then we're going to take our pound amount and we're going to need to convert that back to a string, which we know how to do. It's just dot to string. And just to make it a little nicer, I think I'll put a little pound sign at the beginning. All right, that should do it. Let's have a look. So we've taken our $amount edit text, we've got the value, and then we've passed that or converted it to a double, which is essentially a number. And then we've taken that number, multiplied it by 0.75 in a new variable called pound amount. And then we've created a toast using pound amount to string and a pound sign as the content of our toast. So let's have a look. Well, start with 239, convert. That looks just about right. Fantastic. So if we've got $90, £67.50. $10, £7.50. Now, some of you might be thinking 7.5, it'd be nice if that was to 2 decimal places. Let's see then if we can figure out how to do that. Maybe Android. I'm going to put Java in this time because just 2 decimal places on its own might not be enough with Android. So there we go. Looks like we've got a good result. Aha! So we can use string.format. Okay, so it looks like we'll use that here. So string.format, and then the string we want to, or the amount that we want to convert is pound amount. And that percent decimal point to F rounds it to 2 decimal places. So let's have a quick look and see if that does what we wanted. Okay, here we go. So convert. So here we go. I'll pop 10 back in, convert. There we go, nicely to £7.50. And let's just try one more. So 368. Yep, that looks perfect. Excellent. So well done. You've made it to the end of section 2 of the complete Android N developer course. I hope you've enjoyed yourself and you've managed to make a few real apps already. In the next section, we'll be going on to looking at Java in a lot more detail. So far, we've just been crabbing together really bits of Java without knowing the whole picture. So in the next section, we'll be starting looking at Java from scratch and seeing how all these variable types, methods, classes, and a lot more all fit together. We'll be doing that in the next section. I'll see you there. Congratulations on making it to the final video in section 2 of the Complete Android N Developer course.